Hello, curious seekers. In this video, you will discover how companies have grown really big, really fast. At the end of 1996, big companies like General Electric, Royal Dutch Shell, Coca-Cola, ExxonMobil, and a Japanese telecom company called Nippon Telegraph and Telephone were the world's most valuable. But now, just 20 years later, none of them are in the top 5 anymore. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook took their places. These days, tech giants like these rule the global economy. The top tech companies in Silicon Valley alone are worth trillions of dollars. Many tech companies started small but grew into huge corporations in no time. Amazon, Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Uber, Snapchat, PayPal, LinkedIn, eBay. The list is long. How did they do it? It can be summed up in one word: blitzscaling. In this summary, you'll find out what blitzscaling means, why being daring pays off nowadays, and how sometimes you have to spend money to make money. Spark 1. Blitzscaling is a strategy for incredibly fast and stable business expansion, allowing companies to quickly become very large. The term blitzscaling is quite new, so it's okay if you're not familiar with it. To understand blitzscaling, let's look at its parts: blitz and scaling. Blitz is German for lightning, and in English, it often refers to doing something very quickly. For instance, a sudden intense advertising push by a company is known as a marketing blitz. Scaling, or scaling up, in business terms means growing a company while maintaining balance in its structure. This balance is crucial because as sales increase, so must the company's infrastructure, resources, and workforce to sustain growth. Take a lemonade stand as an example. To sell more lemonade, you need more stands, lemons, cups, and staff. If you only increase one aspect, like lemons, but run out of cups, your growth won't last. If you manage to expand your lemonade stands throughout the city without running into such issues, you've successfully scaled up to a large operation. Combining these concepts gives us an initial idea of blitzscaling. It's not just rapid business growth, but also balanced and sustainable. Amazon's growth from 151 employees and $5.1 million in revenue in 1996 to 7,600 employees and $1.64 billion in revenue in 1999 exemplifies blitzscaling. That's an increase of 50 times the number of employees and 322 times the revenue in just 3 years. However, there's more to blitzscaling than just quick and lasting growth. While all companies aim to grow and successful ones do grow rapidly and sustainably, blitzscaling includes additional elements that we'll explore further. Spark 2. Blitzscaling means taking big risks and dealing with uncertainty. The term blitz comes from Blitzkrieg, a German word for a fast military attack strategy used in World War II. This approach was about moving quickly and powerfully into enemy territory, instead of the traditional slow and careful advance to keep supply lines and retreat paths secure. Blitzkrieg was risky. Armies could run out of supplies or get trapped, but the chance to quickly defeat the enemy made it worth it. In business, blitzscaling is similar to Blitzkrieg because it's about growing fast without waiting for everything to be perfectly in place. Normally, a company would expand carefully, securing its market position before growing further. For example, an American company might open one office abroad, stabilize it, then move to the next country, and so on. But a blitzscaling company moves much faster. Take Airbnb. In just 1 year, from 2011 to 2012, they went from no international offices to 9. This was a huge risk because if they had expanded slowly, they might have been too late to beat competitors like Wimdu, who were quickly copying their model. Airbnb couldn't afford to expand slowly. They had to move fast to stay ahead of Wimdu and secure their place in the international market. Their bold move worked. They stopped Wimdu and saw their bookings increase 10 times. Spark 3. Blitzscaling businesses focus on speed rather than efficiency to be the first to grow big. Normal companies try to use their money wisely to get the most value. Like a coffee shop buying paper cups in bulk, it's cheap and sets up many sales. But blitzscaling businesses, like Uber, don't worry about efficiency. They care about growing fast. Traditional businesses might lower prices a bit by cutting costs to compete. But Uber, with lots of investment money, can afford to lose money by setting prices super low, even below cost. This seems crazy for most businesses, but it helps Uber quickly take over new markets. This risky move can lead to a first scaler advantage, where the first company to grow big in its market becomes very tough to beat. Being first means a lot, especially in tech. It's like a race where the winner takes all. Remember when Facebook, MySpace, and Friendster were all trying to be the top social network? Now almost no one uses MySpace or Friendster because Facebook grew the fastest. Uber's strategy is to expand fast from city to city, choosing speed over saving money. This lets them quickly control new markets and get that first scaler advantage. Blitzscaling companies also benefit from our world being more connected, which we'll look at next. Spark 4. Fast growth loves networks because they open up big markets. There are 4 key things that help a company grow fast: network effects, market size, distribution, and high profits. Network effects are super helpful for a company trying to be the first to grow big. It means the more people use a network, like Airbnb's website, the better it gets for everyone. More properties mean more guests, and more guests mean more hosts. This loop makes it hard for new companies to compete with Airbnb. Networks are everywhere now, and they can really help businesses grow. Companies like Uber, eBay, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube all connect people or things in big networks. Even the internet and smartphones are huge networks that tech companies use to reach people without physical stores. But just having potential customers isn't enough. You need people who can and want to buy. That's why having a big market is important for blitzscaling. If the market isn't big enough, there won't be enough money for the company to grow. Spark 5. High profits are key for fast-growing companies. Gross margins are what's left after selling a product and covering costs. For example, if it costs you 50 cents to make something and you sell it for 75 cents, you have 25 cents left. That's your gross margin. It's not pure profit because you might have other expenses, but it's money you can use to grow your business. When you're trying to grow your company quickly, having a high gross margin is super important. Gross margin is shown as a percentage of sales. So, if you have a 25 cents gross margin from a 75 cent sale, that's a 33% gross margin, which is pretty good. Tech companies often have really high gross margins, like 60% to 90%. Google has 61% and Facebook has 87%. These big margins mean more money for expansion and they attract investors. Let's say company A has a 66% margin and company B has 33%. Company B needs to sell twice as much to make the same money as A. This means B needs more resources and staff, which costs more money. Investors see that company A can grow easier than B, so they're more likely to put their money in A. This creates a loop where A gets more investment, grows more, and attracts even more money. So, high gross margins help companies build up big funds to grow fast, something tech companies are really good at because they naturally have high margins. Spark 6. Getting your product to customers, which is called distribution, is crucial for quick growth, and tech companies are really good at this. There are 2 main ways to distribute: using existing networks like the post office, which Netflix and Amazon do, or spreading your product like a virus, where one person tells another. PayPal used both methods. It grew because new sellers had to join to get paid, and it gave money to people who got their friends to sign up. This made PayPal grow super fast. Now imagine a company that doesn't need physical stuff to grow, like a software company that just needs to copy its product for more customers. This costs almost nothing and helps the company grow without extra stuff or people. Digital companies can grow big and fast because they use the internet to reach lots of people and don't need much to make more of their product. That's why tech companies often grow so quickly and have high profits. Spark 7. To blitzscale, you need a product that fits the market well and can be scaled up. A good fit means your product meets what the market wants, which is key for fast growth. But getting the perfect fit right away is hard. Companies often tweak their products to better match what people want. Tech companies have it easier because they can just update software or try new features without needing new physical stuff. They can also switch directions faster than companies with physical products. PayPal is an example. It changed its focus several times in its first year before settling on eBay payments. But even if you have a great product/market fit, you need to be able to make enough of your product to meet demand. If you can't, you miss out on sales. Tech companies usually don't need as much physical stuff to grow, but they still need some. If they don't expand this properly, they can fail. Friendster, an early social network, is an example. It got really popular fast but couldn't handle the traffic, and users left for faster sites like MySpace. Spark 8. Blitzscaling is all about growing fast, but to make it work, you need a good plan. As a company grows, it faces bigger challenges. One big challenge is how to organize everything. When you start with just a few friends, it's easy to keep things informal. But as you hire more people, things get complicated. For example, with 25,000 employees like Facebook has, there are over 312 million different relationships to manage. That's why companies need to create departments and hire managers to handle the growing complexity. They also have to figure out how to keep a good company culture and manage people well. This is especially hard for blitzscaling companies like Uber, which faced serious management issues in 2016 and 2017. They had problems with sexual harassment and even got caught making fake accounts to spy on their competition. Many top executives left during this time, causing even more trouble. Having a good management strategy helps, but that's not enough. A company also needs a business plan to ensure long-term success. At first, a blitzscaling company can afford to lose money because investors believe in its potential. But once it grows big, it needs to start making profits. Otherwise, investors might stop giving money, which could slow down growth. Tech companies, especially those selling digital products like Facebook, face challenges making money. People expect digital services to be free or very cheap. If Facebook charged you every time you logged in, would you still use it as often? Some companies, like Craigslist and IMDb, have lots of users but don't make much money. They focus on other ways to be valuable. To really succeed, tech companies need smart strategies to turn their growth into profits. We'll explore how they do that next. Spark 9. To blitzscale and make big profits, companies follow certain patterns. There's no single way to do it, but 7 common patterns help. First, selling digital products is great because they're cheap to make and sell. Like in video games, selling a character's outfit doesn't cost much, but can make a lot of money. Second, even if you sell physical stuff, using digital systems can help manage things better. Amazon uses digital tools to handle its huge inventory and makes more money from its cloud services than from selling products. Third, selling software as a subscription is better than one-time sales. It's cheaper for customers and reaches more businesses. Companies like Salesforce do this and grow their market. The more you do business online, the more money you can make. Helping other companies go digital is also a big opportunity. Spark 10. Blitzscaling companies use digital strategies like platforms, marketplaces, ads, and premium services to grow. For example, iTunes is a platform where music labels and movie distributors sell their stuff. If you can make your service the main place for certain activities, you can earn a lot. Apple takes 30% from sales on iTunes. Marketplaces are special platforms like Airbnb or eBay where buyers and sellers decide prices. They're good for making money because you can take a cut of the sales. Feeds on Twitter or Facebook keep people hooked and are great for ads. Companies pay to put their ads in these feeds. The last strategy is to give away your product for free and make money in other ways, like ads or premium services. Dropbox gives free storage, but charges for more space. These strategies aren't surefire recipes, but have helped many businesses make huge profits. They're new, bold, and can lead to big success. Spark 11. Final summary. Blitzscaling means dreaming big and taking risks for a huge reward. There are some tips to help with this bold move. Being okay with uncertainty and focusing on speed, using 4 growth factors, and dealing with growth challenges can help a company grow fast and stay strong. But leaders need to be smart about what they're getting into with good management and business plans for the fast growth. With a clear goal, blitzscaling can make a business lead for a long time. Here's a tip. Look at how blitzscaling worked outside of tech, like with Zara, Khan Academy, or Obama's 2008 campaign. learn from their success, and try to spot what they did right. Thanks for watching. If you like our work, please like, share, and subscribe. It will motivate us to create more such inspiring content. And you will be notified when we upload new content. Till the next video, stay curious and stay happy.